And so as we start the fourth quarter of action, sponsored by LA Realty and Ed Norman, the broker, West Court Square on the Court Square in Trenton. Be sure to give Ed all of your phone call and appreciation for any of your real estate needs, whether it's residential or commercial. 855-9899. Also, you can go online on the internet at LA Realty. They've got a lot of listings. And I think I read in the paper this week that LA Realty has already surpassed by $1 million their sales from last year, and it's just August. And so the Trenton community's moving. And we're appreciative of Ed's help and role in leadership and helping Trenton move forward financially and economically in every area.
Paul, these McKenzie, that front line's getting way too much push on our defensive line. I'm not sure if we're tired, what's going on there, but picking up big gulps of yards here. We need to stand strong here up front.
1st and 10 for the Rebels as they're moving the football, running and passing here at the start of the fourth quarter. They're down 21-7. Peabody was coming with a blitz there, it looked like by Ray Buchanan, but they were able to stop him and get positive yards on the play. That's Allen down on the ground getting his shoe back on.
You wonder if this early, we haven't seen many cramps. In fact, I don't know if we've seen any cramps. Usually early on in the season you see that.
Especially on a humid night like tonight, we may start picking them up here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 3 for the Rebels. Allen carries the ball again. And there to trip him up was number 62, Grant McEwen, as he comes through the line. Grant was on the ground, and he reaches up and grabs him by the leg and trips him, gets him down.
Another first down by the McKenzie Rebels. They are marching down the field.
Peabody needs to turn the ball over here, or McKenzie's going to march their way right into the end zone. Another first down for the Rebels. Allen carries the football, but there to meet him are several members of the Tide defense. Ryan White was there. Ray Buchanan was there. So good job stopping them for no gain on first down.
They're really going to the well with Allen. I think he's getting a little tired.
Bound to be getting tired. Chavez is now back at tailback for the Rebels. Number 21. McLean back to pass. Going to throw the ball over the middle. But right there in front of Xavier Ball, pass goes incomplete, and the pass was intended for number 10, it looks like, for the Rebels, and that was Jansen Davis.
Well, good coverage. You see the height difference there, the size difference, for 6 inches plus, but he hangs tough.
Third and 9 for the Rebels. 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this contest. Pass deflected and then in and out of the hands of several players on the field, including the Golden Tide member Tay Nesbitt.
Are they going to try a field goal here?
Fourth down and 9. Ball's on the 23-yard line. McLean gets the call from the coaches, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to pass is McLean. And the ball falls harmlessly incomplete, and Peabody will take over 1st and 10. And so, Joey, as you mentioned, McKenzie was able to march it downfield, first down after first down after first down, running the football, and then all of a sudden they make no yards on a first down, and that gives Peabody the edge in that series, and Peabody's able to turn them away.
It's got to take a lot of wind out of your sails if you're the McKenzie Rebels to work that hard, put that much effort forth for nothing. They eat up a lot of time on the clock, but time is not their friend at this point.
I believe we're going to have an encroachment by the defense, unless they were drawn off sides. Looked like the nose tackle jumped all over it, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Rebels. 9.5 minutes to go in this contest. Peabody's back on offense. First down and 5 after the 5-yard penalty against the Rebels. Spread formation. Harris joins Bogus in the backfield. High snap. Harris doesn't know what to do with it when he gets the ball, and so he just kind of falls down.
Well, there are 5 McKenzie players within a 2-yard radius of the running back.
Everything starts with a good snap, and that snap was almost over Bogus's head. I don't guess you can blame that on the lack of blocking, though, can you? Which comes first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, it didn't help.
Incomplete pass. Does it look like we had a little miscommunication there on that play?
I don't think Penn was expecting that. But nonetheless, it was over his head. Third down.
And 7.
Let's try again. This game a long way from over.
No, one mistake by the Peabody right here, and McKenzie's right back in this football game. So it's a long way from being over. Pump fake out here to Malone, trying to get him deep. But McKenzie Rebels didn't bite on that, and so they ended up throwing it short out here to Penn. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and Peabody will punt the football.
Well, the punting game's been a bit of a mystery.
Bogus on the punt.
Allen back deep.
McKenzie coming after it. And they're going to let the ball roll all the way down to about the 42, 43-yard line for Peabody, where McKenzie will take over 1st and 10.
Well, they really went after that punt, hoping to come up with a big play. Bogus does a good job, and a good roll certainly helps Peabody.
First and 10 for the Rebels. McLean back to pass. Little short pass over the middle. And probably lucky he didn't catch it.
You know, that initial burst of energy we saw coming out of halftime, I think is gone. They look awfully tired on both sides.
Well, the same thing happened the first half. And so this may be a long 8 minutes for both teams. 3 receivers this side of the field for McKenzie, 1 to the wide side. 1 man joins McLean in the backfield. Back to pass is McLean. And threw it in and out of the hands of Jansen as the ball was thrown behind him just a little bit. Third and 10 for the Rebels.
Well, Paul, they have to score in a hurry. Time's running out for them.
Pass over the middle is complete to number 2 for the Rebels. And that's Keenan Taylor, and that's going to be enough for a first down. And so McKenzie moves the chains.
Xavier Ball with a good hit there, but not before McKenzie receiver picks up big yards on a first down.
Couple of pops by the McKenzie players, and the final one by Buchanan. Throwing number 15 down to the ground pretty hard.
I believe he scores the takedown.
That definitely was a 2-point for a takedown. Pickup of about 7 on the play. Ball deflected right there by number 1, Logan Marsh. Marsh has been all over the field tonight on defense for the Tide.
Just a good, solid player for Peabody. He's one of those dependable guys. He's going to give it all he's got every play.
Third and 3 for the Rebels. 7 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in this third period of action. Allen fumbled the football as he got the ball from McLean, and he's lucky he got back on it.
Big fourth down play here.
1 yard loss by the Tide defense there as Allen fumbled the football, but he got back on it, so that brings up 4th and 4.
McKenzie just does not believe in punting the football.
McLean back to pass. And the pass is complete to Keenan Taylor as he has the football all the way down to about the 11-yard line for the Rebels.
Just a great route, a good execution by the quarterback. You have to hand it to him. You can tell they have spent many hours practicing that route.
Bishop Argo in the game for the Golden Tide, substituting for Bubba Bailey. Bishop is an 11th grade lineman that's come over from Crockett County this year. And they're able to wrestle him down out there on the sideline as that's Jared Penn and number 15, Daniel Hodges, making the play.
Well, Jared Penn comes in really late into the game. You have to wonder if he was clear on his assignment there.
Second and 3. Ball's down to about the 2-yard line, maybe 1. Ball appears to be about the 1-yard line. First and goal for the Rebels. And they're going to get in for a touchdown, and we've got ourselves a ball game. 6 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the fourth period. McKenzie cuts into the lead. It's 21-13. On for the extra point attempt is McLean, the quarterback. The kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. And so with 6 minutes and 8 seconds to play here in the fourth period, we've got ourselves a football game. Peabody still leads 21-14 in a hard-fought contest here at McKenzie. We'll be back for the kickoff right after this short break. You're watching Golden Tide football on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
No matter what team you're rooting for, your favorite lineup is always your family. So when you add a new member to your team, you'll want to make sure they're covered with the rest of your loved ones. Woodman of the World's Family Term Life Insurance offers protection that changes with your family. The size of your family may grow, but that won't increase your monthly premium, which is great news for you and your growing team. For more information, contact your local representative. Woodman of the World, with you through life.
Hometown Self Storage serves all of Gibson County, is open 7 days a week, and has locations in Milan, Humboldt, Medina, and is coming soon to Trenton. Call us at 571-1517 for all your storage needs. At Anderson's Furniture, we are proud to carry Jamison Bedding. Jamison has been a Tennessee company for 130 years. Anderson's has been in Trenton for 62 years. Two old and reliable companies wishing to give you a good night's sleep and lots of football dreams. Roll Tide!
Roll Tide!
Country Roads Music is located in Davy Crockett Mall in Trenton. It is a full-service music store. Call them up at 855-0734.
McKenzie's ready to kick off after the scoring drive touchdown. We're up here in the press box trying to scramble around and get some scores. And there's the kick. Going to be taken by number 23, Xavier Ball. And pretty good return by Ball on the play.
Well, he could have let it maybe go out of bounds, but he did a good job picking up some big yards. Good field position for Peabody with 6 minutes left.
So Peabody needs to take some time off the clock here and get out and score. Personnel issues as Bogus is going to carry the football.
Whoa.
And he is going to be slammed to the ground there by number 73 for the Rebels. I guess turnabout's fair play. That's what
he gets his 2 points.
Yeah, he gets his 2 points. Ray Buchanan slammed a player a little while ago and Favors returned. Big number 73 for the roster for McKenzie. Bogus back to pass. Out in the flat is Malone. And Malone's trying to shake and bake and can't get away from the McKenzie defenders.
Momentum certainly on the side of McKenzie. It's a character check here, gut check for Peabody.
3rd and 10 for Peabody. Bogus back to pass, throwing the ball over the middle, in and out of the hands of Brandon Johnson.
Well,
and so Peabody's going to have to punt the football, Joey.
It would have been a great catch. It was high, but you certainly would have liked to see him come down with that, but just a little bit too high.
And so if Peabody's going to win this football game, the defense is going to have to do it. Confusion on the field right now. 4 minutes and 39 seconds to play.
Well, it's the first game of the year for the officials as well.
Adjusting the time clock for the officials. 4:49 or 8 is what he's saying. 4:48. One more second on the time clock, says the Mr. Official, and there it is. And now we're back ready for action. Back to punt for Peabody is Bogus, end over end kick. And pretty good kick and pretty good roll for the Golden Tide, and there to stop the ball and mark it dead is number 24, William Harris. And so the Tide men need to stand up right here, Joey, on defense.
Well, it's been a challenge for them. You know, this McKenzie team has to score relatively quickly. They have the ability with a really good quarterback, some good receivers, good disciplined routes. But the defensive backfield for Peabody is hung tough. It's going to be a battle of the wheels. Let's see who wins.
Back to pass is McLean. Over the middle of the field, Keenan Taylor. Complete. That's going to be enough for a first down, and so McKenzie continues to go back to what works.
Well, Allen has gotten him here, but number 11, Ty McLean, his arm is going to put him on top if they're going to win this game.
Number 11, the quarterback, turns the ball up. That's Tyler McLean, and he's hit by several defenders from Peabody. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to play. Peabody's trying to hang on. McKenzie's driving the football. Pass out in the flat is incomplete to number 8 for the Rebels, Christopher Allen.
Another blitz from the outside, but Logan Morris really put some good pressure on the quarterback. Had to throw it a little quickly.
It's kind of been a three-man show for the Rebels. McLean and
Allen
and Taylor, between those three.
Ooh.
Throwing the ball over the middle is McLean, and there stepping in front of it is Tay Nesbitt. I thought he was going to intercept it, and if he had, it had been 6.
Really like this pressure we're putting on the quarterback here. You give him time. He's really accurate. He's going to make a good throw, but having to rush it with this pressure.
Lexington is up on Milan 21-14 late in the contest. Over the middle. And they're going to call roughing the passer.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be a first down. A whole new set of downs.
Maybe it's a holding. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul, roughing the passer is the call against Peabody. I didn't see it, so it's hard for me to make a judgment call on it, but the official called it, so it must have happened. I don't know if it was Rodemaker or whether it was McEwen. One of the two were back there, maybe both. So McKenzie has new life with 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Pass was complete. And there to make the tackle is several defenders for the Golden Tide. Gain of about 6 on the play for the Rebels.
Not a big mystery what McKenzie's going to have to do here. Just keep throwing the ball. Peabody needs to keep bringing the pressure.
Allen on the carry. It looks like the ball was mishandled. He went immediately to the ground. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 as a loss of about 2 on the play. Three minutes to go in this contest. McKenzie trying to catch up. Peabody trying to hold on. Back to pass. And the ball was tipped and came down right into the hands of number 2 for the Rebels, Keenan Taylor. He's been right there where he needed to be all night long, and that's going to be another first down for the Rebels.
Big break for McKenzie there. 2:42 left in this game.
I bet you McKenzie's had 15 first downs this second half. Excuse me, 11. Taylor on the sweep coming wide, and there to make the tackle is number 1, Logan Morris.
Good job on that sweep right that time. Come up hard. You know, these kids are tired. They're not in mid-season form yet, condition-wise, but they're playing hard.
Second and 10 for the Rebels.
They're going to call it on Ray Buchanan. He tried to time that stunt.
Offsides against Ray Buchanan on the play.
Ricky Woods has a few words for the official on the sideline who called it right beside him. That was close.
Looked like a good time jump there by Buchanan, but the official said he was a little early. So a 5-yard offsides penalty against Peabody. Second and 5. Ball's loose on the ground. And somehow Taylor's able to get back on it, but they're wrestling him for it real quickly was Logan Morris.
Well, you know, this is 2-down territory. 3rd and long, they're going to throw this ball.
Loss of 2 on the play brings up about a 3rd and 8 for the Rebels.
He's going to call it.
Pass was broken up. And the official throws in a pass interference call from the far side. Looked like it was a pretty good timed hit from here, Joey.
That's really iffy. That really puts Peabody in a bad situation with 1:24 left in this game.
So half of the distance down to the 15-yard line and into the contest is number 73. He's lined up out here at this up back on the right side. And so don't know if they're going to be running to his side or not, but certainly he's in the game to block. 1st and 10 for McKenzie, and that's exactly what they do. Run his side.
Malone does a great job fighting through the tackle, the block, and making the tackle there.
Pick up a 4 on the play.
Clock is running.
We're past the 10 o'clock hour on this Friday night. Under a minute to play. Bound to be some kind of penalty there. You can't line down and then stand back up unless they call timeout. Illegal procedure is the call against McKenzie. So if you're McKenzie, the best thing about that play is it stops the clock. 21-14, the clock is moving. McLean back to pass. He's wide open in the corner of the end zone, but he's going to be out of bounds. And so the play was there.
He had all day to throw that ball.
If he'd just thrown it earlier.
No pressure on him whatsoever.
And so the 12th defender on the field for Peabody comes into play right there.
If they give this quarterback time to throw the ball, he's going to beat them.
34 seconds to play. 3rd down and 13. 3rd down and 12. Ball is on the 16-yard line. Both teams worn out. Not sure they could stand an overtime.
Oh!
Somebody's got to make a play. Somebody's got to make a play. How could you not intercept it?
The end of the game was in his hands.
Fourth down and 13. McKenzie's got to make a big play right here to make a first down.
Do you have one more in you?
Peabody's got to play good defense and be disciplined not to get a penalty.
Good pressure. Oh!
Boy,
that
it was
was close.
in and out of the hands of
From
the
here, it looked like he
of
may
the
have caught it.
McKenzie receiver. It looked like it was a miracle touchdown, but it wasn't.
Wow.
And so this is like a 15-round fight between two heavyweights. Neither one of them really wanted to go down, and neither one of them really wanted to swing.
Really good way to start this season for
hard fought contest by both of these ball clubs. And Peabody's going to call a timeout just to gain their composure. Let's take timeout. 21.6 seconds to play. You're watching Golden Tide football on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
Papa's Pizza to Go. Buffet, dine-in, takeout, delivery. Come join our fun, friendly, family atmosphere in our game room. We are located at South 1st Street, Milan. The pizza worth the drive. Hometown Self-Storage serves all of Gibson County, is open 7 days a week, and has locations in Milan, Humboldt, Medina, and is coming soon to Trenton. Call us at 571-1517 for all your storage needs. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing. Come visit Eric Allen at 107 North Court Square, Trenton for all your investing needs.
At Raspberry Tire, we can help you with brakes, transmission flushes, interstate battery replacement, all types of suspension repairs, and alignments. We carry several major oil brands and tire brands, including Firestone and Bridgestone. Our service center can balance both passenger car tires and semi-truck tires, and fill your tires with nitrogen. With 30 years of towing experience, we can haul small, compact cars to semi-trucks, and we are the only wrecker service in Gibson County with heavy-duty towing and recovery services. Come visit us at 2216 Highway 45 Bypass, Trenton.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton can help you get to a better state, because she'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
Hello, this is Ed Norman, broker with LA Realty of Trenton. I want to thank all of you for making LA number one in our community. We aim to take good care of our customers to the best of our ability. We know that's how a successful real estate firm operates in a small town. Please remember us when you need help or just advice about your real estate. Thanks again.
Timeout is called by McKenzie. I believe they've got 2 more left, maybe 1 left. How many timeouts they got, Terry?
They got 2 more.
2 more left, so we could be here a few more minutes waiting for this contest to end. McKenzie fans are starting to leave the stands, but on a slippery night, when the ball's not too easy to hold on to, anything can happen. Second and 10, Bogus juggled it right there, but he was able to get down.
See, look here, that's what I'm saying.
11.3 seconds to go. And McKenzie calls their second timeout.
Not much
We're appreciative
time.
of our crew tonight calling this ball game. Joey Johnson doing the color commentary. Myself, Paul Tucker. Our camera people are on top of the press box. Rachel Schulze. Dan DeHaan and Darrell Walker's been walking the sideline. And our executive producer and editor, Paul Schulze. We're appreciative of all his work in our community. We appreciate our fourth quarter sponsor tonight, LA Realty, Ed Norman. 855-9899. Call Ed with all your real estate, whether it's residential or commercial needs. West Court Square in Trenton. As well as all of our other game sponsors tonight. Our touchdowns tonight were sponsored by State Farm, Amy Greer. Our first downs were sponsored by Hometown Self-Storage, a new storage facility coming to Trenton very soon by the old Domino's Pizza. Call 571-1517 to reserve your spot. Anthony Warren and Woodman of the World is a sponsor tonight of the first quarter action. Raspberry Tire and Towing out on the bypass is the second quarter sponsor. Anderson Furniture and Flooring, 110 South High Street, 855-1311. Third quarter sponsor, and our fourth quarter tonight is LA Realty and Ed Norman. Dale's Recycling with locations in Milan, McKenzie, and Jackson. Edward Jones and financial advisor Eric Allen, 107 North Court Square. Papa's Pizza to Go, South 1st Street, Milan. Pizza worth the drive, whether it's the buffet, dine-in, takeout, delivery. The game room is a fun, friendly, family atmosphere. Tell them you saw their ad on the ball game show tonight. Southland Graphics, screen printing and bordering. Trophies and signs, new location on South 1st Street behind Subway in Milan. Call 686-8359. And Bogus runs out of the end zone and takes a safety. And so McKenzie's going to move to 16. Well, the score 21-16.
Flag on the field.
Flag on the field. Country Roads Music's another sponsor tonight. They helped our TV 22 with audio connections and adapters for the video for announcer headsets. We appreciate their contribution. Be sure and see Vanessa Griggs or George Coleman at Country Roads Music, and we appreciate our friends at Gibson Electric Utility.
I don't know what that is, unless there's too many men on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Paul, what's this right here now? You know what that is? I've been out refereeing too long.
It's obviously a penalty against McKenzie. I've never seen a game wander on and wander on and wander on like this one has tonight. Peabody should win 21-14, but there's still 2.1 seconds to go in this contest.
What was it, 15-yard penalty?
And hey, I want to put a plug in from a good friend, Mark Anderson, up here in the press box in McKenzie. You're through McKenzie, be sure and stop at Big Daddy's Barbecue. Especially on Friday and Saturday, you get a slab of ribs. They're so good it'll make you lick your forehead. Big Daddy's Barbecue in McKenzie, Tennessee. Call 352-3873. Should be the final play of the game. Looks like Coach Woods is wanting to run it for him. And it's apparent that Ricky Woods is going to be 1-0 in the state of Tennessee.
If we ever get the ball snapped. Far too much time spent standing around tonight. And that lands in the lap of the official.
I'm wanting to sing, turn out the lights, the party's over, but I can't. The clock won't run. What are we waiting on, boys?
The ball can't start until the ball is snapped.
Not sure what we're waiting on, but I'm sure it's a good reason. Ray Buchanan's back being spotlight for the Golden Tide in case we have an accident of some kind. Mr. Official said put the ball in play. All right, we're fixing to see this thing come to an end. Both teams are dead tired tonight. Good effort by both of these squads. All you got to do is just fall down and the game is over. And Peabody's going to be victorious, 21-16. I'm not sure why we gave that 2 points away.
No need for those 2 points, but it's over.
Peabody's wins 21-16 as they start the season 1-0 against the McKenzie Rebels next Friday night. The Dresden Lions will be in Trenton, Tennessee for a very important ball game. Should be a good one. Until then, we'll see you next week. God bless and good night.